This is the Aldi Adventuridge brand Iceless Electric Cooler. It says it fits many bottle sizes. I'll let you basically just read all of this here. It can plug in 12 or 120 volt. It has foam insulation, quick cooling. It has a fan, obviously. Holds approximately almost 8 gallons. And the cooling capacity is a maximum of 32.4 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 Celsius, below room temperature. A dial over here that you can adjust to get much quieter operation, but of course the cooling isn't that good. And the control here, unfortunately, does have an eco setting. When you set it to eco, it quiets way down and the fan cools, slows way down as well. You can see the heatsink in there for the Peltier junction, but I usually leave it on maximum. This control is only active when it's plugged into 120 volts, not when it's plugged in 12 volts. So if you have it in the car, you will be hearing that the entire time. The booklet for it states that if you have it in the car and the vehicle has air conditioning, to turn the air conditioning on. I guess just to help the hot temperatures in the car cool down, to help this thing work better. Like I said, it is a Peltier junction, so there is only so much cooling capacity it has. But let's go ahead and open it up, and then I'll go over some of the features in the book. First of all, it's locked and you can't open it. The way you have to open it, it has a nice handle here which you can carry it around with. You have to fold it to the front, which is a little counterintuitive since it sort of blocks that. And then you can go ahead and open it. And here is the information here. And there you go. One problem is it will fall closed, but you can open the handle and park it right in there, and that'll keep it propped open. I have, I'll take this thing out. I have a thermometer in here that I had placed with some beer, and we'll see what it reads. It's reading about 52 degrees or so, and of course it's going up because I'm holding it. I did have this down to about 44 degrees, which wasn't bad at all. The beer is nice and cold. Beer of choice today is Schaefer. It says if you pre-cool the food and beverages before you place it in the cooler, you will get the best cooling power in the cooler. Cooling power cannot be regulated if operated with a 12 volt DC connection. Here's what it says about eco mode. It says in mains operation you can use the cooling power controller to set different cooling levels. The cooler can be used at an energy saving eco mode or in max mode. Alternatively, you can also perform individual settings. Eco mode says the cooler consumes the least amount of energy in eco mode. In this mode, you can achieve a balanced cooling result with reduced energy consumption. Okay, to use this mode, turn the cooling power controller to the eco position. Eco mode is ideal for cooling foods such as cheese and chocolate. The temperature range of the cooler in eco mode is between 46.4 and 64.4 degrees.
I said, bullshit!
Now this control here is a little strange because you can put it to eco and it, you know, it goes way down. And if I put it just to the medium setting, the fan stalls, but watch. See that little pulse? I'll put it all the way down to off, and you heard it click off. Now, I don't know if that stops after a while. I haven't tested for that, but it just keeps doing that even when it's turned off, which is kind of bizarre. And when you turn it on, I can go all the way back up to the middle, and it won't start. I have to go a little further and then it'll start, and then you can just barely back the control off ever so slightly. That was a little too much, but it'll keep trying. And usually about right there, after a number of tries, it'll actually get itself going. So I don't know what kind of cooling power you're going to achieve like that. Just crank it up and leave it, because that's really as good as Peltier junctions can do. Otherwise, it's huge. It holds 8 gallons. I mean, this thing is really big. Look at the size of this monster. Really a nice size cooler. And really the stuff does stay nice and cold. Of course, if you have those frozen reusable cold packs or anything like that, you can stick them in there also, just like when you'd pack a regular cooler, which would be an excellent idea, just to keep everything super, super cold. And that way it'll stay colder longer, and maybe the eco mode would work a little bit better. Back of the cooler, you see there are some storage pockets in the lid where you can stash the AC cord and the DC cord. They also give you a spare fuse in here or two to replace should you blow those, right there. Everything else is blocked off, so there's nothing else left to see, but let's see how it does running on 12 volts. Jump pack to the rescue. We'll turn power off. And just let that conk out for a second there. There we are. And go ahead and plug it in. Let's see how it likes 12 volts. If I can get the plug in. Just as happy that way. But boy, does it drag the voltage down. It's a little below 12 volts. Of course, this thing probably needs to be charged a little bit. Let me unplug it and we'll see where that brings it. Yeah, right up there. So that'll bring your car battery down as well. So make sure that you, if the cigarette lighter on your car doesn't go dead when you shut the ignition off, that you unplug it. You can see how the cords stow away very nicely in the back of the unit. So all in all, a great thermoelectric cooler from Aldi. This does not heat anything, it's cooling only, but certainly a win. Huge. Take it in the car with you, or as Spats and Harley would say,
it has a carrying strap that you can throw over your shoulder and carry it with you. You can take it to the beach or take it camping.
So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.